Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. Before I get started, just a little reminder that the Twitch series is far ahead of what has aired on YouTube. And let's get started. This is a project I'm going to work on, not because it was voted on, but because if I don't do it, I suffocate and die. So that gets to take precedence. Power shouldn't be an issue after the turbines, correct. The turbines should give me enough power that death is avoidable. So here's a pressure regulator, and we are going to take out our labeler and say, hi, labeler, let's set this to 99050 kPa, which is just shy of its max pressure. This is going to need to be plugged in to power and data, which is easy because I have all those power cables that are reclaimed from our power network. So that will look something like this. Yes, there will be cables floating in the base, but I don't care. Nor should you. It's peak engineering, guys. Then off of that, we will need a pipe. Like that. And then we'll need a canister filler. So can storage. And then I'm going to need a backup O2 tank. It's actually not an OSHA violation. Cables like this are not a OSHA violation. Or at least not unless it's like a trip hazard or an arcing hazard. Believe it or not. So there's our tank filler. This should be painted white because it's oxygen. We've decided. There it is. Yes, I should print some more duct tape. Actually, what is... I don't know what duct tape MK2 is, do I? Well, whatever. We'll just have a bunch of MK1 duct tape. That's fine. Another possible project is to add storm protection to our solar panels. Just for those that, you know, might propose said project. Let's see. I can put the tracker away. We should make 5 more wind turbines because you know, it looks like yes is everybody voted yes. This project's done when I have 10 wind turbines, so we'll work on 5 more. Which is what this iron's gonna do. When this iron prints up, we're gonna do the ox can. Because as you can see, my air tank is 262 kPa, which is pretty low. How would I do storm prediction? There's a weather station that you can build, and then you have to read the data, and then it would, you know, after reading the data, it would tell you, like, ETA to weather. I think. I haven't built one before, but I'll figure that out with you if that's the vote. Oh, this CO2 filter's got plenty of juice left in it. All right, come on. We're smelting, right? You're just taunting me, aren't you? And then with some of this iron, I'm also going to need to... Here, let me just take that iron. I know I'm going to need more duct tape, but this will get us the rest of our wind turbines. And then I also need to make 10 iron frames and 10 iron sheets to be able to put the wind turbines on something. Oh, no, it wasn't smelting. I just feel stupid now. So here is my 10 wind turbines. I'm going to start printing up more heavy cables because I only have 17, so I know I'm going to need it like at least in the ballpark of 50. With this iron, we'll want frames. 10 frames. Give me iron. And these 10 frames are going to go below the solar, because that's what you all voted on. So we'll do 10 of those, which is going to be the rest of my iron. But we're almost done with this project, and then I will have you all vote on the next one. I have a bunch of submissions from you all for the next project, which is cool. This is 9, so this will be iron frame 10. And now iron sheet. 10 of those, because I don't think I have any over here. Nope, I do not. You can do steel sheets, but obviously iron sheets are just a lot more simple for me to source than steel, given my current tech and inability to furnace things easily. Okay, it's almost time to go outside and, well, try to finish this off. Let me take a sip of water. Nope, water. So I don't know exactly how much, how many heavy cables I need. I can't, like, you know. We'll figure it out when we're out there. I think we're good. My arc welder might need another battery, but I could just pull... Wait, what is this battery from? Concern? Was this a spare battery? I don't know. Well, before I leave, O2. Oh, crap, there's X. Yep. Why is there X? Where's this X coming from, man? Driving me mad. I have no idea what this X is coming from. But, alright, we're scrubbing it out now. Yeah, it's not a full mole X, and now I'm scrubbing it, but... Once we have a backflow, we'll also be passively filtering for X. So we're getting to a point where, like, X will be filtered. Oh, I need to make floor grading and mine silicon for the glass windows. In fact, I should have grabbed the glass windows, but I don't have enough glass to finish the project, so it wouldn't really matter. Anyway. All right, so first things first, let's get the frames and the sheets down. Oh. 10 looks wrong. I'm gonna need another solar panel, aren't I? Whatever. Alright, now that that's done, let's set the wind turbines here. I can space them closer. I'm going to. Let's be economical, right? So I might want to print up some more space, some turbines to fill up the row. But the good news is I can correct this. Yeah, I know my air tank's low. I was working on that. So what, 1, 2 more? It's not a 2 more. And let's plug these in. Look at them spin! Yeah, spin! Spin for my power and amusement. Oops. Obviously, more cables are required, but that should be a pretty good amount of power already. We should stop getting brownouts, or close to brownouts. How much power is the wind turbines generating? I will tell you in just a sec. So we need a few more heavy cables. I'm no longer Texas. Too soon, man. Funny as hell, but too soon. All right, let's get the suffocating message gone quick. Okay, white spray paint is here. My labeler. What is my oxygen tank called? Just canister oxygen? Okay, that's good. This can of ox goes in here. Boop. This turns on. Starts to pressurize that can of oxygen so I can hot swap. My waste tank also should probably be swapped out. The waste tank was pretty full, and it was probably mostly full of oxygen. So if I take a look, I'll have to switch my my board here. But if I take a look, well, it's pulling oxygen out now, but I'm sure it added a whole bunch of oxygen too. Is this full? Nope, not even close. It takes a minute. Other things I could do. So this can go. Did I? Oh, I'm in a universe where I haven't made that glass yet. That explains it. I think I already used up all my iron. Not digging that song. Oh god, I don't know about this one either. Maybe if I was an Olympic ice skater, but sorry. It's gonna be a no for me, bruh. Oh boy, I am filling up. Manage my food and water. So 2 more, we said. Come on, hurry up. I want to do it before daybreak. They're killing me. Let's do the ox swap. Yeah, this one was already 4K kPa. So that's plenty of oxygen for me to have that warning go away. It's not over 9,000, but it will be. The other one will be. All right, I'm going to build the windows first, although that's cosmetic for now. You love this airlock? Just because you can see all the parts? I'll make it nicer eventually, but yeah, there's like no walls or floors in it. All right, so these windows needed window panes. Because eventually I'm going to remove the frames that they are on the other side. Oh, wind stopped. And it started again. And it fits absolutely perfectly. So, awesome. If you're wondering how much power they produce, we'll have to do some division. So I have 12 turbines, and we're making 101.2. Okay, it's about 2 kilowatts. So, yeah, that's like 200 watts a turbine or whatever. It's good power, man. Especially for nighttime, right? It's great power. And my solar panels are about to put out some power, so we're gonna see some peak power. I mean, I'm about to make more power in one day than I ever have before. And it looks nice. I could probably finish the frame and have it go down into the ground just cosmetically, so it's not like it would be... Because imagine the torque that's on these frames right now. Venus is still 9/10 Earth gravity, so that torque would be... What is this? This song's called Lunar Landing. But... No? Stop it. Much better. Uh-oh, time to go inside. Battery explodes. Luckily, the batteries don't explode. Jackie and Chan, thanks for the resub. I'll go inside in just a second. There we go. Done. Broke that down. I'll get rid of the rest of the furnace and replace it and move it. So for the furnace, what we need to do is we need to feed it... I'm going to be feeding it volatile ice and then oxygen from our oxygen tanks, which I'm not thrilled about, but, like, we have to. In theory, could you put vents to push air through a funnel chamber of wind turbines? Yes. If you had dramatic pressure differentials in your base, you can harvest those pressure changes or differences for power. Yes, that is a thing that you are allowed to do or able to do. All right, let's add those floor grates. I'm not going to be able to... I can remove only this frame right now, and I might as well do that, right? Well, let me add the floor panels first. Floor grates is not this station. So we will need 4 of these. Would it make sense to have a vacuum chamber for the furnace? Probably. But again, that would be another project. So now, oh, speaking of which, new projects. Yeah, so let's add these. It'll take me a second to type up the poll. So... Cheese, I'm not sure I know what your project is. So you're going to have to clarify. There's some redundancies as well in these. Okay, so 4 projects. I rejected all the ones that like were redundant or whatever. So so you get your channel points back, by the way. A second battery redundancy for... Yeah, that could be useful. I just wasn't sure what you meant. So here's the floor gratings. And then, if I am not incorrect, this frame can go bye-bye. Obviously, as you can see, air floods to fill in the vacuum. The not vacuum, but, well, I guess it was a vacuum. Air abhors a vacuum. And then let's reclaim the frame. I'm obviously going to have to reroute our backflow. And then there should be a frame here, too, because on the other side of that is vacuum. And I'm sure the pressure's fine, but it'd make me feel better if there was something between me and it. Although I don't even have... Oh, I do have the silicone for the plastic, just barely. So, plastic sheets. Oh. Okay. So, my oxygen fill tank blew up, but I don't know why, because I had a pressure regulator on it. Actually, a lot of stuff blew up. What the heck happened? Well, I'm going to save scum, but I had a pressure regulator. Quit exploding things. It's what I do well, apparently. Come on, let me exit. Could have been thermal expansion. Yeah, I should have set it for a lower pressure. This might have been post-explosion. Was it to do with the pipe I removed? No. It's because of heat expansion. Basically, 9,950 kPa in cold temperature when changed. And I think it might actually be because the gas canister is like embedded in a wall. Okay, yeah, this saved perfectly post-explosion. Thank you, game, for being awesome. Well, 5 more minutes. I feel like Tracer. Just keep rewinding time. So we'll set our O2 tanks for some reasonable pressure, like 5,000 kPa, so that can't possibly be... Wow! Oh my god. That was ridiculous. It loaded me in, like, midair, and just... I hit my jetpack just in time, but... Okay, I remember what I was doing. Anyone have deja vu? 8K would be a safe limit. I don't need to push it, though. Like, 5K is fine. Hell, even, like, 2K is fine. I don't need a ton of oxygen in my O2 tank. It's not that important. I mean, it is to breathe, but, like, I can swap them out often. It's kind of not prohibitive. Okay. A little bit of deja vu here, and I apologize. Yeah, 5K is good for a regular canister. That way, if I drop the regular canister in really hot room, it doesn't blow up. Oh, but I'm gonna have to remember to use my duct tape to make more duct tape and fix all my solar power panels, because they're all near breaking. So, hey, you, don't do whatever you were doing. This can is at 8K. Let's switch them and set this now to a 5K. There. Now I could leave it on. Although I don't necessarily want a pressure regulator on all the time. Although I suppose I just now increased my my power. So as we approach midday, we'll see how much power we actually are making. I could just look at this cable. So we're making about we're almost making enough kilowatts to blow out a normal cable right now. And I'm sure it will go up. Okay, let's turn this off, because somehow or another, this pressure regulator pushed past 5,000 kPa. Because I don't know why. So I'm actually going to take this canister and stick it into storage, because I don't trust it. I mean, it could blow up there too, but I don't know. All right, the floor grates. Check the temp of the tank, of my aux tank. No, I'll do that once. I'm not going to make too many floor grates. Now, I could add floor grates all over the regular base floor too. But I'd have you vote on that if you think the bottom floor should have floor grating as well. Let's check the pressures and temps of everything. So the base. Now that we have now that we generate more power, we can keep the AC on. The base is 7 moles of O2. It's 44C. And the battery for pulling the X out is it's being replaced. The tanks themselves, room temperature, room temperature, room temperature. Because of the radiators I have on them, these are all going to be room temperature, and they are. They're all room temperature. Yoda's the streamer now. All right, let's check out. We're not quite noonday, but let's check out our power generation after I switch my batteries. Oh, it's actually not good. What? Oh, yeah, I think it's because all my solar power panels are like busted up. That's why. I bet the solar power panels generate less power when they're damaged, which would totally make sense. So I will have a whole bunch of duct tape to repair that tomorrow. Gas mixer safety is next. So I think what I'm going to do is yeah, I'll just do some regular circuitry then. Wow, I filled up my suit so bad I can't even put stuff down. 50 cable coils. I'll just eat the potato. I'm kidding. That'd be a terrible idea. I guess we'll put the can of oxygen here. And I'll put the waste tank in the waste tank slot. Because it's not like this can of oxygen is going to increase temp much. I hope. Fingers crossed. And that frees up some slots for stuff I don't need on me. Why does this keep climbing though? Is it because those pipes are like partially outside? I'm gonna guess that's the reason. That no, this is a net analyzer, but that this pipe counts as outdoors? Yeah, it must. It must. Oh, that's why it blew. Because it was superheating the oxygen. Okay, we'll have to fix that first. And then I'll get around to fixing everything else. Oops. Well, that doesn't matter. Sketchy hobbitses. So that's the problem with Windows, is it looks like it's inside, but it ain't. Easy fix for it. Just moving everything a little bit. So instead, what this is going to look like is this will just curve in like that. There goes my white paint. This pressure regulator will regulate like this. The canister will just hang indoors, and the same should probably be done with my waste tank, except the waste tank's a lot less important because we're always trying to empty it. And then I think the gas storage can't. We'll have to float like that. Okay, so let's have a one pipe between it. So it's ugly, and it needs to be painted, which I will do now. Good job, me. And now this O2 tank isn't going to explode. So now we solved that, at least. We now know the reason why it blew up. It's because it was technically outdoors and it built up enough heat in the midday sun to go kablamo in a very spectacularly annoying way. Now, as you can see, actually the canister is even less pressurized because it just shared with this pipe here, which is fine. It just equalized is all. What tool am I missing? My wire cutters. Where are my wire cutters? Hey there. All right, I just built the pressure regulator, so the pressure regulator needs to be set to like 5K. And turned on. And now, honestly, that should really work. That should be fine. And it should be fine to keep on all the time. Let's have a sip of water to celebrate our success. The outdoor temperature is dropping. Let's go repair our solar. We did generate a decent amount of power, but I'm gonna guess that our solar power panels, because they're so beat up, are why we're browning out. And then you voted for me to do pressure regulation safety protocols. So I'm in fact just going to automate that. Also, I see I don't know what the hell this is, but obviously it's incorrect. All right, so we are all patched up. Let me fix this cabling problem, because some of these solar panels aren't even plugged in. Let me make sure I don't have any other... No, that was the single instance of that problem, that issue. Yep, we're good everywhere else. Now that it's nighttime, let's go grab some silicon, because I know I'm going to need silicon for plastics and glass. Just going to be hard. Oh, here it is. I was going to say it's going to be hard to find, but it wasn't. How'd your stream go, Trustin, by the way? Only caught little pieces of it. Just running a whole bunch of house errands. What is the pink ore? It's volatiles. It's basically frozen hydrogen, more or less. It's probably the easiest way to think about it. And it would melt. Funny enough, it would actually melt in the atmosphere of Venus very, very easily, but somehow it exists on the surface of Venus. So magic is abound. Obviously, this game would straight up be unplayable if it truly simulated Venus, given the game mechanics. So there's been so many YouTube comments about, like, you know, Venus has a 400-day night cycle and its pressure is like 9.5 times higher, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, but like that wouldn't make for a good video game, because given Stationeers physics, you would survive for all of like 10 seconds and then die. So yeah, like, this isn't supposed to be literally Venus, guys. I don't, like, you wouldn't be walking around on the surface of Venus in a spacesuit. So like, let's cut the game some slack. Yeah, there's been so much of like, my immersion, it's like, okay, and if it was true to Venus, you couldn't play on it. So do you want it playable, or do you want it true to Venus? Pick one. Would you like the game to exist, or would you like it to be like Venus? There's been a lot of that. It would make speedrunning easy, yeah, it would, because you'd live and then die instantaneously. Not to rip on YouTube so much, but a lot of the, actually, oh, here's X again. It's a millimole of X, but the hell is the X coming from? My furnaces are outside. I really don't know. I really don't know. But speaking of furnaces, smelt that, and then smelt this. So we've got all of our things repaired, and you have voted on me making sure that I don't kablamo myself anymore. Speaking of which, let's get some hydrogen. So let's do that. For that, I'm going to need some readers. I'm gonna do it with well, actually, I think what would be best, given it's nighttime, is to try to get the walls up, providing my my silicon finishes. So, did I put the glass in? Yeah, I think I did, right? Oh god, that's so sketchy. I'm gonna save. Let's go Venus 9. Overwrite. Alright, so this tank is exactly 5,000 kPa now. So, yep. That's solved, which is good. Our intake is good. Our spare tanks still have pressure. Oh, yeah, it's the spray cans. Oh, that's great. Great. Yeah, it's the accelerant on the spray cans. Yeah. Okay, that's where it's coming from. Thank you. Now I know not to spray paint indoors. The air conditioner is fine. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I had some sort of like bug somewhere, but no. That's a totally reasonable explanation as to where it's coming from, so that's awesome. All right, what am I working on? I am making sure that my filter has power. It does, and it is pulling X, which it is. It's a little hot, but it's not too hot. Not dangerous or anything. Still 7 moles. So now we need, how many wall kits do I have? I need 4 wall kits, I think. Hey, Sky, thanks for gifting out a sub. And I need that silicone. Oh, yeah, here it is. Perfect. Good timing. Is this... Oh, no, I just need 2. I already had 2. So here's my 4 wall kits. Done. I need, I think that's enough plastic. And then I need 4 glass. Do I already have 2 glass? I already have 2 glass. All right. I'm going to save just again out of paranoia. A healthy amount of paranoia. And let's remove these frames. Hypothetically, I should be allowed to. Nope. I never added glass to the other side. Hence the paranoia. Trust, but verify. Yeah, because of the save scumming, I forget what I've actually built. So... Sometimes it catches up with me. The current goal is, yeah, let me fix the current goal. So this is 4 glass for the outside. Let's get 4 glass for the inside. Actually, that might... We might have had glass out there. What it could have been doing is it could have been filling the void. Pugnadroid, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the stream. All right, we'll go danger mode when I'm outside. We'll have danger lights on. No, I did have glass out here. Okay, so it was just filling the void. All right, coming back inside. Go back to normal lights. Hey, buddy. You're on cam, buddy. Yeah, now that I'll wait until my batteries are full for me to turn the lights back on. All right, so let's do this. Now the other worry is I don't want the pressure of my base to drop enough that I implode during the day. Oh, and here comes the sun, so I'm on a tight time schedule now. Composite window. Window, window, window. Plastic, 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 plastic. And then glass. Where's the glass? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, I don't think we're going to implode now. So, a little bit of base redesign. Let's check what our KPA is. 100. Okay, so it dropped the KPA by about 10 because we added about 10% more volume to our base. But yeah, it's obviously a lot more open. I like it. It does look strange though. So the other thing is we're gonna add, I think we'll add floor gratings. as a platform to stand on. Our ACs are going to float like kind of oddly. And I have 2 more ACs than I even need. Another thing I'm eager to do is to check what my midday power generation is and hydrate. Delicious. All right, so we've got a second floor now. I'm gonna want 2 wall segments there. I'll have to print those. Oh, crud. Ah! How hot is it? Oh, it's not that bad. Thank God for creaking pipes, right? There we go. Got another floor. It's not one that we can like easily get to, but that's not really why it exists. We're probably gonna put batteries here or something like that. And if we do that, I'm gonna have to move some of this back pressure stuff, I think. I should probably work on moving that at some point, but yeah, it's like a little loft. I'm not too worried about that because you all want the gas mixer AI. So if we're going to do gas mixer AI, what we need to do is we need to read the data off of these fill tanks. And speaking of these fill tanks, they could be filled up right now. Oh, and you know what? This tank here can be put... So what was this tank for? This was for pure CO2. Oh, this was an experiment to see if we could sell the trader pure CO2. I don't really need this anymore. So this pressure regulator and all this piping can be removed. In fact, I'll remove it at night when I can sell it to the trader. Every time I turn that on, here comes the boom. So let's do reader. No, it would be logic, IO. Print a logic IO. The trader did not buy the CO2 tanks for enough to bother selling it to him. All right, so a logic reader is going to allow us to read the pressure of these fill tanks so that we know what pressure it is. And then we can act upon that using math. So let's first set that up. I'm going to need to label some stuff. So this is going to be gas mixing storage 1. Copy. Gas mixing storage 2. Gas mixing storage 1 reader. I'm not really going to read storage 2. They mimic one another. So whatever storage 1 is, the pressure of storage 2 is going to be the same. Okay, the next, we're going to need to wire it with power and readers. So data output and input. Let's do like this, a junction. I don't need my flashlight. And we're going to wire power from here, let's say. So this is the project that you all voted on. If you want to submit more projects to me, have at it. You're more than welcome to. And once I'm done with this, we can work on the next one, whatever it may be. We're going to need more than just a reader, by the way. but I'm just printing the reader first. And I'm going to set it up so that it reads pressure. So then what we need to do with this reader is, with a screwdriver, the input here is going to be, we're going to have to find the gas mixing storage. So here, it's reading, yeah, let's read gas mixing storage too. It's there. And then the variable here is going to be pressure. So if you turn this on, it's 287, and dropping, which is true. So this reader now reads the pressure in the tank. Now what we want to do is we want to have some sort of math to say, we need a writer to be able to say, turn off mixing, the gas mixer. And then we're going to need math to output some numbers. So we're going to want an if. We're going to want a memory. So let's print out a memory. And this memory is going to be storing the maximum pressure that we want the tanks to hold. The self-ignition temperature of fuel, I think, is freezing. It's 0 Celsius. Could be wrong. Double check me on that. So this memory here is going to store the maximum pressure that we want our tanks at. And then we're going to want another IO, which will turn off. This one will write to the gas mixer to turn it off. And then we're going to want one more math unit, a processor unit. It might be 25C or 35C, something like that. Let me see. Let me see if the wiki thing can tell us. 2/3 volatiles, 1/3 oxygen. Careful not to pressurize beyond 100 kPa. Let's try electrolyzer. It doesn't tell me. As far as I can tell, I don't see any temperature. No, it wouldn't be flashpoint. Flashpoint is for the item itself. It's not for the gas itself. So like, the problem is all of these are the items. So if I take a look at the canister fuel, this doesn't have a flashpoint, right? It's just the canister of fuel. Yeah, you're going to have to look at the wiki. Because this flashpoint is the flashpoint at which this portable fuel tank disappears. It gets destroyed in the atmosphere or whatever. Hit the home button. And then gases. Well, fuel isn't even here. There is no fuel. Basically, the Stationpedia is like not great. Flashpoint at 95%. Whoa, it got dark. What was it? I was going to do something outside, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, but our battery's full. Completely full. So that's pretty neat. We haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, let me just continue on the gas mixing safety. All right, so we have the logic IO, and then we wanted a processor. I did forget to check power midday, but obviously it was much better than all previous days because, well, I have a full battery kit. All right, so with this information here, we've got a reader, which actually we need to make into a writer. And then we've got a... I guess we could do it with compare. And I'll put the math compare there. Oh, but maybe not angled like that. And this, all this does is turn it off as a safety. It won't turn it on. I could set it up to turn on, but I think that's going to be a separate goal. All right, so now we can compare it if something is less than something else. Let's turn this off and this off. Power up my suit. I like it up here. I just like it up here. All right, Mr. Screwdriver, let's fix this. So the memory here is going to be, let's let these tanks get up to 5,000 kPa as a pressure test and no higher. So 5,000 is going to be the setting. And the logic memory is going to be logic memory gas pressure max. Or mixing, gas mixing pressure max. Very verbose, but at least I'll know what it is. The logic compare is logic compare gas mixing. And then the logic writer is logic writer gas mixing. Good enough. Verbose enough. I'll know what it means. Then we're going to want to wire them all up together. So there's the memory. There's the compare unit. Well, one of the ports. The power. And the other data port. And then the writer. Not the cleanest wiring up, but whatever, it'll work. So now this memory here, the compare is going to say, oh, where's my screwdriver? If the gas mixing pressure max is greater than the pressure, or no, less than the pressure of this reader here, which is the gas mixing storage 1 reader, which is actually gas mixing storage 2. So let's fix that. Not that it makes a difference, it's just the name, but still. So this will give a 1 or a 0 if it's true or not. So right now, if I do greater, it's pressure max is greater than the gas mixing storage. Really? Oh, is this is not kPa. Because this is... Oh yeah, this is greater than that. Have on. And then this writer... So I want it to be less than. So if this is less than that, don't write. Actually, yeah, no, this will work. It's just not how I intended it to be made. So now we want to take the logic compare gas mixing as input. Logic compare gas mixing, and then the output here is going to be the gas mixer. Wherever I can find it. There it is. And then on. Okay, and then I think less is correct, yeah. Okay, greater turns Do I have multiple the gas mixers? Output to, well, let's, oh, is that gas mixing? Did I just print something? Hold on. I'm going to call this something else then. Sorry, I know I'm not explaining this well, but I'm just thinking. Gas mixing, gas mixer, gas mixing. Or base gas mixing. All right, output to gas mixer, base gas mixing. Okay. That is not turning on though. Power and data. Oh, yeah, not setting to on. I had it in the wrong setting. So now it's right now mixing gases. And uh-oh. Turn that off. My nitrogen filter died. And I would need iron for that. I'm gonna print 2 of them so I don't die so often. Thank you for watching episode 17 of Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. A little reminder that the live streams are far ahead of where the YouTube is, and also the projects I work on are the ones that get proposed and voted on by live viewers. If you would like to be a live viewer, Rhadamant.com has all the information you need. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.